Deja Vu. Hello everyone, my name is CantDoGames and welcome to the Weird News. Coming up on today's Weird News, let me know if you've heard this one before. Warning, as abandoned UK factory contains dangerous mad cow disease that could threaten humans. Why do we have it sitting in an abandoned factory? I don't know, because we don't know what else to do with it probably. Get rid of it. You know, don't just put it under the rug and say I'll be fine. It never ends well. And also coming up on today's news, another theory. Man's bizarre theory about the afterlife might explain Deja Vu.
Oh, Deja Vu.
Deja Vu, I just been in this place before.
So yeah, that's all to come on today's Weird News. I hope you stick around guys, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you're new, click the bell for notifications, and leave your thoughts, and just comment saying hi. I hope you enjoy this one, and it gets your theory brains kicking, or something, I don't know. But yeah, let's go on with the news. Warning, as abandoned UK factory contains dangerous mad cow disease that could threaten humans. And we just have it sitting there in an abandoned factory. Why is it abandoned? Shouldn't there be security? Or maybe people, I don't know, trying to destroy this disease? You know that mad cow disease is also what some zombie films and ideas use for how the zombie outbreak happened. Why do we have it sitting in an abandoned factory? I don't know, because we don't know what else to do with it probably. Get rid of it. You know, don't just put it under the rug and say I'll be fine. It never ends well. An abandoned factory in Kent undoubtedly contains mad cow disease which could threaten humans if released. Thorax Mill was one of 5 places in the UK where cattle infected with mad cow disease were taken to be destroyed, and scientists have warned that the now abandoned facilities still pose a danger today. So what? Are they mad cow? Are there still cows there, or is it like, do they have like just the mad cow disease strain or something like in vials? Some reason in an abandoned factory. Shouldn't you take that stuff with you when you leave? You know what? There's like a lot of like health and safety things here that they haven't followed. I swear, or they just forgot about, and that's a really big oops sort of thing. The mill has been abandoned for over 15 years. And developers have wanted to transform the site into housing for some time, only to be told that the people must never be encouraged to go there. Professor Alan Colchester, of the University of Kent, said that the mill and the woodlands surrounding it could be contaminated with molecules which cause bovine spongiform encephalopathy, or BSE, also known as mad cow disease. Why not say that, please? He warned that the molecules are incredibly difficult to destroy and can incubate for several years, which would pose a risk to human life if people mistakenly spread the disease from the abandoned complex. If no one does anything, this could be the next outbreak. I don't think we want that, do we now? I'm not speaking for the people. I'm just saying what any normal person would think. Maybe put it out of harm's way. Don't leave it in an abandoned building. You know what I mean? And then tell people on the internet, oh look, there's an abandoned facility full of really dangerous diseases. Oh, don't go there. People are fucking gonna go there. There is evidence suggesting that if a human eats meat from an animal with mad cow disease, it can lead to something called Creutzfeldt or Jacob disease, VCJD, which is a rare brain disorder that always has been fatal to anyone diagnosed with it. Yeah, it's just a big, you're dead, game over, mate. That's it. However, people have said that they have already been to the abandoned factory. As an Urban Explorer website, a user claimed to have been to Trux's Mill last May. See? There you go, look, right there. Someone went there. Some fucking idiot has probably Well, he probably hasn't. Hopefully he hasn't, because we haven't heard anything. But if he's done it, more people will do it. And then you have that one idiot who won't take rules or precaution into case, and we'll end up fucking up, and we're all just going to die. They said they found animal bones in the derelict site, and that the whole place stank of a mix of blood, rust, decay, oil, pigeon shit, and death. The user who visited the online forums 28 days later .co.uk under the name RX Screen said the dangerous location was wide open. Professor Culture said the site is a biohazard. It's always been known that the infected agent for mad cow disease are incredibly resistant to normal decay and destruction. There will undoubtedly be some long-term containments in the soils. The point is that there are various ways you could come into contact with it. The most case scenario is that you could transmit the illness to animals or humans from the environment materials that have themselves been infected in the past. And with CGD, we're talking about the seriously long incubation period from a few months to several years. Infected remains were left lying around the containment materials, or it's probably still lying in large quantities in the soil. So this person, RX Queen, you're an idiot. I know like, a lot of people are, oh, it's serious, it's been banned, and what secrets did they leave? You could end up just fucking everyone's day up by just being too curious. Now, my curiosity killed the cat. You gotta be careful. You gotta be really careful. If you do something like that, you gotta make sure you are prepared. You know the risks. You know what trying to do to prevent anything from getting contaminated. You should probably jump in a hot boiling bleach bath or something. I don't know, just to clean off your body. But we haven't heard anything, so you should be fine, hopefully. He recommended that there should be no attempts to bring people to the surrounding area, and that if such a thing happened in an urban environment where people already live there, should tarmac it over completely. So just tarmac it, yeah. Just basically what they're saying is just apalm this whole building, and then just cement it or tarmac it. Basically, put it, as I said at the beginning of the video, just put it under the rug. Okay, if you made it this far into the video and you haven't kicked off yet, I'd really appreciate if you give a like. It helps support the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to leave a comment, just say hi or something. And follow me on all my other social medias. All the links are on my channel, of course. Getting on with the next bit of weird news, going more onto the theory side of things. This one may really hurt your head if you think about it too much. Man's bizarre theory about the afterlife might explain Deja Vu.
Oh, Deja Vu.
Deja vu, I just been in this place before.
We all had deja vu, I bet. When something happens and and your brain's like, wait a minute, this has happened before. I've had that quite a few times. But afterlife theory and deja vu. One man has shared his bizarre theory about what he thinks happens to us after we die. Taken to TikTok, yes, the best platform I guess for this stuff, to share the conspiracy. The man didn't just stop at attempting to explain what happens when you die, but even went as far as to theorize exactly why we sometimes experience deja vu. While slightly morbid, you can't deny that it's fascinating. Oh yeah, when it comes to like people's ideas, people's thoughts and theories, that's why I love theories. I love making my own type of theories about things. I love hearing other people's ones. Like, I like conspiracy theories. I may not believe them, but I still like to hear out their stories because I think it's intriguing.
What's a conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?
Not exactly sure if this is a conspiracy theory, but I read this about 6 months ago. What if when we die, the light at the end of the tunnel is a light to another hospital room? There we are born, and the only reason you come out crying is because you remember everything from your past life, and you're crying at the fact that you died and lost everything. As you grow and start to forget your past life, and you focus on the life you have now, but patches of memory stay behind, and that memory causes deja vu.
So, I've heard of this thing, and they call it basically a life loop. You know, like a time loop is just continues, then it just goes on. It just goes round and round and round. Basically, it's saying that's what your life. When you die, you're reborn. You're just reborn again, and you relive out your life again over. It may, yeah, I like the idea of it, but it's very, very bizarre because there's a lot of other indications that I don't want to get into because it would be a longer video than I would like. Life is a time loop or something like that. It will come up with this sort of thing that he's trying to explain. But yeah, it does make you think. It makes you really try to think about it. TikToker Brandon Monholland responded to a question posed by another TikTok user who asked, "What conspiracy theory that absolutely blows your mind?" In his video, Monholland detailed a theory he read about recently, which he found seriously intriguing, saying in captions he hoped it gained some traction. He said, "I'm not exactly sure if this is a conspiracy theory. I read this about 6 months ago. What if, when we die, the light at the end of the tunnel is the light to another hospital? There we are born, and the only reason you come out crying is because you remember everything from the past life, and you're crying at the fact that you died and lost everything." But I don't know. So if I had more thought about it and think, I've thought about this like conspiracy before. I really have. I went through that stage, and I came to the conclusion of like, well, if this theory was real, that when we die, we are just reborn, then that is basically reincarnating. You're just reincarnating. As you grow and start to forget your past life, and you focus on the life that you have now, patches of memory stay behind, and that memory causes deja vu. While some social media users remained unconvinced by the idea or said it sounded like an episode of Black Mirror, yeah, it does. Others admitted they don't hate the theory and felt it makes sense. One person commented, "Whoa, dude, I think that's the most sense anyone has ever made." Oh, I know what type of drug you're on. Someone else clearly found it pretty mind-blowing, adding, "Did you have to, oh my god, not going to sleep for a week?" Some also attempted to pad out the theory, with one writing, "And that's the reason why we have certain anxieties or fear or something is because of our past life." So my fear of dolls and all that, my fear of dolls came from my past life, did it? No, that fear came from when I was a little kid and I went to a puppet show. I still remember that memory fondly, and it wasn't from my past life. Okay? Another suggested, "I believe in God," oh, here we go, "but maybe if you haven't been bad enough for hell or good enough for heaven, so he keeps sending you back till the last judgment. You gotta like tick off a list to go to heaven or hell." It's like, "No, you ain't done enough yet. Back you go. No, we don't need you yet. Don't want you." Fucking bouncer at the gates of hell, at the gates of heaven. "Nope, you're not on the list. Get out. Go back down you go." As for the side note about deja vu, another TikTok user who just so happens to be a doctor believes that there may be a simple explanation. In a recent video, Dr. Karen Raj explained it's a glitch in your brain. It's when a short-term memory gets accidentally stored in a long-term memories, so it feels like it's happened before because our brain is telling us it's an old memory. Yeah, it's like how I would explain deja vu is like, when I'm making a video like this, like when I'm recording, I have to rewatch it over and over to make sure I clean it up and edit it. And because I'm doing that, my brain has a little bit of a glitch, as the doctor says, and all these memories get stored into my long term. So when I'm sitting there, I think to myself, "Wait, have I already done this video?" And my brain thinks I've already made this video before, like I'm repeating myself or something. So I have to check. That's why it does it. Because you're overthinking that one thing, your brain will for some reason put it in the long-term memory area instead of the short-term, and classes it as an old memory. Like, "Oh wait, we've done this before." No, you haven't. It's just because you overthinked it. You know, our brains are very complicated things. They can do some really strange things to us, and yeah, deja vu is one of them. Okay, everyone, that was today's weird news. No, that is not a glitch or any effect I've done. This is a new hat I thought I'd treat myself to a new beanie. So I went for a blue, because why the hell not? So thank you for watching. If you got to the end of the video, I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, my dogs are barking, and subscribe if you're new, and click the bell. I'll see you in the next one.